Let's cut the noise, brother. A woman can smile at you, flirt with you, even share a bed with you, and still not love you. That's the hard truth most men don't want to face. Real love isn't found in words, it's found in actions. A woman might say, "I miss you," or "You're special," but unless her behavior lines up, those words are empty air. Today, I'm breaking down the 6 things women only do for the men they truly love. Not like, not play around with, not test, but love. And if you don't see these things in her, you may not be her man. You might just be filling time in her story. Let's get into it. 1. She supports your mission without killing hers. A lot of men think support means a woman clapping for you when you win, posting you on her Instagram story, or saying, "I'm proud of you." That's nice, sure. But that's not the deep kind of support I'm talking about. Real love shows up in ways you didn't even know you needed. A woman who loves you doesn't just celebrate the victory, she invests in the process. Picture this. You're working late nights, grinding on your goals, maybe starting something that eats your time and energy. Most women will complain, "You don't have time for me." They'll compete with your mission because they feel left out. But the woman who loves you, she adapts. She doesn't try to tear down your purpose just to pull you closer. Instead, she learns how to flow with it. She respects that you're building something that matters to you, and she figures out how to fit into that rhythm instead of fighting against it. She'll show you in small ways. Maybe she learns the details of what you're building, not because she has to, but because she wants to. She'll ask you about the names you mention, the projects you stress over, the little wins nobody else even notices. She'll remind you to eat when you forget, encourage you when you doubt, and quietly shift her expectations so your mission has room to breathe. She doesn't need constant attention because she knows where your energy is going, and she's proud to stand beside that. But here's the thing, she doesn't disappear into you either. She doesn't throw away her own identity just to orbit around yours. She keeps her passions alive. She stays herself. Why? Because love isn't about control. It's about alignment. She knows a man without his mission is hollow, but she also knows a woman without her own life isn't truly whole. That balance is rare, and when you see it, you'll know it's real. So if a woman is adjusting, supporting, and walking beside you without trying to chain you down, and she's doing it while keeping her own flame burning, that's not luck, brother. That's love. 2. She defends you when you're not around. This one separates a woman who truly loves you from one who just tolerates you. You want to know if she's really in your corner? Don't look at how she acts when she's in your arms. Look at how she talks about you when you're not there. Here's the truth. Most women will stay silent when their man gets disrespected. If her friends laugh at your flaws, she'll laugh too. If someone mocks your ambition, she'll nod along. That's because she doesn't really care. Silence in those moments means one thing. You don't matter enough for her to risk social discomfort. But a woman who loves you? Different story. She'll check people without hesitation. If her best friend throws shade at you, she'll cut that conversation short. If her family questions you, she'll defend you. She won't let gossip slide, even the subtle stuff. Why? Because in her mind, your reputation is tied to hers. Protecting your name is protecting herself. And here's where it gets powerful. She'll do it when you'll never know about it. She's not defending you for credit, not for a pat on the back. She does it because she's loyal to the bone. She's invested in who you are, and she doesn't allow disrespect to touch what she values. That's rare, brother, and it matters, because the world will always test you. People will always whisper, judge, poke holes in your character. You don't want a woman who lets those things pass. You want one who stands firm, even if she has to stand alone. That's not surface-level affection, that's loyalty, and loyalty is love's strongest proof. 3. She's emotionally exclusive before you even ask. Men think exclusivity starts with a conversation. Are we official? But the truth is, when a woman really loves you, she closes the door long before the labels come. You'll notice it in little ways. She stops texting those just friends guys with hidden agendas. She won't respond to random DMs seeking attention. She pulls away from circles where temptation lingers. Not because you told her to, not because you gave her rules. She does it because she's already chosen you. See? Women who don't love you keep their options open. They like the attention. They'll tell you they're committed, but their behavior says otherwise. A woman who loves you doesn't need the validation anymore. You're her validation. She won't risk losing you for cheap entertainment. She'll even regulate herself. That means no late-night partying with questionable people, no posting thirst traps for strangers to drool over. She doesn't need that kind of energy anymore. She's not living for outside approval. She's aligning with you. When you see a woman naturally start closing those doors without being asked, that's your sign. She's not just dating you, she's claiming you, and that's love before the title even drops. 4. She sees your darkness and doesn't run. Everybody loves the highlight reel, the confidence, the charm, the strength. But when life hits hard, when your cracks show, that's where the truth comes out. A woman who doesn't love you will pull away the moment she sees your flaws. She'll weaponize your mistakes later. She'll make you feel smaller when you're already down. But a woman who loves you, she stays. Picture this. You're having one of those nights. The weight of life is crushing, doubts are loud, and you're not the polished version of yourself. You open up to her, you expect distance, but instead she listens. She doesn't pity you, she doesn't flinch. She respects the fact you trusted her with the raw version of you. She doesn't see weakness in your vulnerability. She sees strength. Because to her, it's proof that you're real with her in a way you aren't with anyone else. That's intimacy. That's love. She won't coddle you, but she won't condemn you either. She'll sit in the silence, hold your mess, and remind you you're still worthy. She'll challenge you to rise, but she won't shame you for falling. That's how you know it's real. Love isn't about how she celebrates your shine. It's about how she treats you in your shadows. If she stays when you break, brother, don't take that lightly. That's rare. 5. She invests in your well-being. This one's subtle but powerful. A woman who loves you takes your well-being personally. She notices when you're worn out, when your energy's off, when you haven't eaten, and she moves without being told. She'll bring you food, water, or rest without you asking. She'll check on you about the little things, your meeting, your sleep, your stress. She'll step into the gaps that you don't even see yourself. Why? Because your well-being is her well-being. If you're running on empty, she feels it. If you're thriving, she feels it. But here's the catch. It's not about her acting like your mom or your servant. It's not about gender roles. It's about love. She cares because her heart is invested in your strength. She wants to see you win, not just for her benefit, but because your rise feels like hers too. Pay attention, brother. Not every woman will do this. A woman who's half in won't. She won't cook you soup when you're sick. She won't step out of her way to make sure you're okay. That only happens when she's all in. When you see a woman tending to your peace and health with joy, not obligation, that's love in action. 6. She envisions a future and aligns with it. This is the quiet giveaway of real love. A woman who truly loves you is already picturing a future with you in it. And you'll notice it in the way she talks, the way she plans, the way she adjusts her life. She starts using we instead of I. She makes choices with you in mind, not in a clingy, needy way, but in a grounded, steady way. She considers your goals when she makes hers. She shapes her habits to fit a future that includes you. It's not about pressure. It's not about demanding commitment. It's about alignment. She doesn't need a ring to act like you're her man. She doesn't need a title to treat you like a partner. She's already living it. This is rare because most women don't plan past tomorrow with men they don't love. They'll enjoy the moment, take what they can, then leave when it gets tough. But a woman who loves you, she's thinking long term. She's not just with you for now. She's with you for what's coming. And if you find that, don't take it lightly, because that's love. Not the loud, showy kind, the quiet, steady kind that lasts. So here's the truth. Love isn't loud, it's steady. It's not in the posts, the captions, or the pretty words. It's in the quiet acts that nobody claps for. If you've seen even one of these 6 things from a woman in your life, don't take it for granted. And if you haven't, brother, face it for what it is, because love doesn't hide, it reveals itself in actions. If this video hit home, do me a favor, subscribe to Behavior Insight. Because here, we don't just talk about relationships, we break down the psychology, the stoic mindset, and what it really takes to move like a man of value. And drop the word anchor in the comments right now if you believe real love is steady, grounding, and unshakable. Let's see how many men out there are still holding out for something real.